nasty weather on Friday, so I was not able to get this uploaded Friday or even recorded Friday. And we even had some matches in the last half of the day that needed to be rescheduled, but we'll cover those when we get to those. For right now, this is how we're standing after the first week of Balloon Pop. So there's our scores as we go along the top. And so down looking at our standings, we got Ian I sitting at 20 points, and Gen 2 the Electric Boogaloo also sitting at 20 points. Real tight between those two. Only the first will be going to playoffs this year out of these two, so it's a hot rush for those two. Over here in second period, we will have the top two that are going. Currently, that's the Sesame Streets at 18 points, the Serial Killers at 16, Chuck Norris at 7, and the Golden State Warriors at 3. All right, moving along to our third and fourth period. Once again, let's zoom out here. All right, so once again, looking at our scores from the individual matches along the top. Those D&Es mean they did not enter the arena, so there was a forfeit there. Alright, so as it stands, we have Giga at 23 points and John Vex at 12 points. So that's our practicum. Once again, only the top team will be going to the playoffs from here. Fourth period, it will be the top two. So right now that's Invincible at 16 points, having gotten 4 points off of all 4 of their matches. And then we've got Metasoma and Sean's Nose at 5 points apiece, Bloodhound and Yamelius at 4 points apiece. So remember, we're about halfway through, so nothing's set in stone here yet. Alright, moving to 6th and 7th period, let's talk about those changes. So we were able to get a couple of matches done in the 6th period practicum. This one should have been highlighted in red. RNA and Nyler will play today. So our 7th period class we did not have 7th period. So these reds have been rescheduled to this week as highlighted in yellow. So I added a match to each day, once again highlighted in yellow, so that we can see where those have been changed. This is 6 matches in 50 minutes. But practicum students were very sold on wanting to have the 6 matches so that they didn't lose their points from the 2v2s. So they said they're going to help me get through. So we're going to have really short changes from one match to another, where we've been having 10 minutes at the beginning, or I guess 8 minutes at the beginning and 5 minutes in between. We're going to go 5, 3, 3, 5 minutes at the beginning and 3 minutes in between. So it's going to be real fast changeovers this week, but with the help of practicum students, I think we should be able to get that without too much of a problem. All right, so if you haven't already looked at the scores at above, once again, D&Es, they did not enter the arena, so it counts as a forfeit, giving the opponent 4 points. So coming down here to our 6th period. Now, 6th period, because there are a lot more teams than there are in the morning practicums, 2 of these teams will be going to the playoffs instead of just 1. And so we've got RNA at 23, Mistress at 22, El Oso at 14, the boys at 8, and Nyler at 6. Once again, we are only about halfway through this season, so there's still time for anything to happen. District 7, or 3rd or 7th period. We've got 5-minute build at 20 points. And then Robot Builders and Dongale at 12 points apiece. J Squared at 9. Changos de Jalisco at 5. NA at 4. Kilt at 3. Dragon Unleashed at 2. Once again, we're only about halfway through, especially since we had to reschedule 5 of these matches. We're probably less than halfway through. So still plenty of time for anything to happen.